to your question about the Marines, look, the president gave an important speech last night, a critical speech, at an inflection point. And, our democracy, our values that our men and women who protect us every day and fight for it every day believe in as well. The presence of the Marines at the speech was intended to demonstrate the deep and abiding respect the president has for these service members, to these ideals and the unique role our independent military plays in defending our democracy, no matter which party is in power. Again, no matter which party is in power. And it is not abnormal, it is actually normal for presidents from either side of the aisle to give speeches in front of members of the military, and including President Ronald Reagan, President George H.W. Bush. It is not an unusual sight, or is not an unusual event to have happen.
Where does the president think the line should be drawn for having members of the military who could be perceived as being part of stagecraft for an address? The former president was criticized for using military many different times in many different settings. And you're right, there have been other instances and other presidents where members of the military, especially here at the White House, but to be at a location in Pennsylvania where the Marines are not normally stationed, where does the president see the line for having members of the military included?
So, I just want to be very clear. As you know, the president was at Independence Hall, and you know the history. I'm just going to repeat it, but I know you know the history, which is where some of the documents of some of our most critical rights and freedoms were debated and were drafted. And so, being at Independence Hall for this president, and you follow this president, you know how he thinks, and you know how he is as an elected official. He believes that it is important for him to speak very loudly, to have actually the loudest voice when it comes to our democracy. And so for him, this was not a political speech. This was an opportunity in prime time to talk directly to the American people and to be very clear with a clear voice, to talk about what is happening in our country today. And it was about our values as a country, about our democracy as a country. And so that is what the president wanted to convey. And he believes the men and women who wear the uniform and protect us every day, protect this country every day, that's what they fight for as well. And so this was an opportunity, as he's having this conversation, a level conversation with the American people, to do that. So just want to, that's really the best way that I can explain how the president was thinking about this last night. When it comes to the soul of the nation, this is something that the president has talked about, as I mentioned, for years. He has seen where we are headed as a country. He has been concerned where our democracy is going. And again, he took this opportunity to directly speak to the American people, understanding that the Marines who are standing behind him are men and women who believe in our democracy as well, who fight for it every day. So that's the thinking that I can give you behind that.